Yo, what it do? We had a crazy game. Sorry I'm late. I thought it was for 11:05. My mistake. Exciting camp news, offensive line talk, and the Chargers? Damn. Let's get unleashed.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
You know what I like to do? Just follow me on this one.
Hey, that fire still burns bright here in Las Vegas.
And one future.
Boys.
Talk about commitment to excellence, just win, baby. Once a Raider, always a Raider. You walk in this building, you can feel it.
It starts with our DNA, ill intent, physicality.
7 memorable decades. 30 Pro Football Hall of Famers. 25 postseason victories. 5 AFL and AFC championships. And 3 Super Bowl titles. Though names, faces, and locations have changed, one constant remains: the unyielding will to win.
O'Connell under center. Gets the snap. 7-step drop. Eyes. Takes the shot. Deep down the field. He's got a man open. It's Tucker in stride at the 20. 11 seconds to go. Shotgun to O'Connell. Backpedaling. Lobbing to the end zone. Trying to get Adams. Makes the grab. Touchdown Raiders. O'Connell looking to throw on 2nd and long. Pressure up the middle. He's backpedaling. He finds Hooper at the 50. Cuts to the middle. 45-40. Hooper running with Surtain. And he's spun down at the 31. 1st and 10 on the 33. Pump fakes to the left. Takes a shot. Deep down the left sideline. Open man at the 5 is Myers. Catches. Walks in. Touchdown Raiders. And the final play of the 2023 season is the victory formation.
Yes. Let's get unleashed. Welcome. Shout out to everybody in the building. Man, we are in day 4 of training camp, but really it's only 3 days because they had the day off yesterday. So not much news going on yesterday. Today, the Chargers just drug the Detroit Lions through the mud. A sickening game. If you're a Raiders fan, right? Or a Broncos fan or a Chiefs fan, it didn't look good, man. Trey Lance coming in, playing his ass off. And, it just goes to show that when I talk, y'all should listen, right? I've told y'all about players like Trey Lance. He just needed the right coaching staff, right? The right system, the right fit. Dallas wasn't it. You would think the 49ers would be it. But, sometimes guys just don't gel with coaches. So you get a guy like that and a coach under Harbaugh with weapons around him, and he comes in and plays a damn good game. So they have a battle over there for the 2nd spot with the Lightning Bugs, and it's going to be a tough division, man. It's not going to be a walk in the park for the Kansas City Chiefs this year. It's not going to be a walk in the park for anybody in the division. So the division looks tough, and the bar is set high, right? Aiden O'Connell's going to have to come out because we heard Coach Carroll say Aiden O'Connell's going to play a lot. I don't look to see Geno in Seattle it's going to be mostly Aiden O'Connell, right? So the bar is set high, man. The bar is set high. I can constantly say he's, you know, top 5 backup in the league, and he's got a lot to prove, man. He's got a lot to prove. So the Chargers come out not playing around, right? Shout out to everybody in the building. Chat lives matter. Raider fan for life. What's good? What's good? Appreciate you. I'm not bueno. What it do? Greg, hope all is well. As well as it can be, my guy. As well as it can be, right? So, kiss on the forehead. But yeah, man. So let's get into, you know, let's talk about it. Trey Lance got a battle going on over for the second string, and the Chargers have some weapons, man. That defense was lights out. They created turnovers all day, and again, the rest of the AFC, man, your first playoff game, you're gonna have to do something to prove that you can compete in this division. I don't care what anybody says. Grim, what's good? You know, about it's only preseason games don't matter. It's the NFL. Anytime you get on that grass, it should matter. So the bar has been set, and has been set very, very high for these teams, you know, before the camp, before the season even starts. So yeah, not looking good, man. But let's get into it. So right off the bat, Trey Tucker, if you're a member to the channel, make sure you check out the videos on the membership. Daily, whatever videos I get about camp will be on there. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you're missing out, man. You're missing out. For $2.99 a month, you get everything that happens in camp that I can get a hold to, right? And hopefully some of these days I will be out there, and there will be even more. So it's coming. More is coming. Get ready. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. If you want to know everything that's happening with the Raiders. But yeah, man, it looks like Trey Tucker has pretty much locked down that number 2 quarterback wide receiver spot already in camp, right? He's out there making plays. Today, Geno Smith threw him an absolute bomb, where I think Kai Blue Kelly was in coverage, and he just ran out of his life. Just absolutely ran out of his life. He had no shot of grabbing him, trying to stop him. Couldn't even have a penalty to slow it down. He was 5 yards ahead of him the whole entire play. So shout out to Trey Tucker. You know, it looks like his route tree's coming along. From what I've seen, and a couple people that, you know, I've talked to said Trey Tucker looks like a different Trey Tucker, right? Maybe that LASIK eye surgery just took a year, you know, to kick in, or, you know, it's like a new pair of glasses, right? Your eyes are different. It takes a while to adjust. So hopefully, you know, with all the practice and all the camp, his eyes are starting to adjust to balls. Pause if necessary. So yeah, great sign for Trey Tucker, man. You love to see it. The speed is nasty. And speaking of speed, no, not that kind, you sick fucks. Jacorian Bennett believes he is the fastest guy on the Raiders squad. Let me know in the chat, who do you believe is the fastest guy? JB, Jacorian Bennett, Dante Thornton, DT, or is it a guy like Trey Tucker, TT, or could it be one of these sleepers, Tommy Mallet, type TM? Let me know who you believe is the fastest guy on this Raiders squad. But according to Jacorian Bennett, he said it's him. He said he'll beat anybody in a foot race. So Raiders, if you're listening, let's get this going, right? Y'all are all about competition. Pete Carroll preaches competition. So let's get this race going. Let's put these guys out there on the field, and let's find out who officially is the fastest Raider, because I know Raider Nation wants to know. I know I want to know, and I'm sure the whole entire NFL wants to know who's the fastest guy on this team, who they got to look out for, right? So if we could get that going, man, I'd be stoked. But yeah, shout out to Trey Tucker, looking great on one-on-ones. The touchdown had a couple of great catches over the middle. So Trey Tucker balling out, coming along very, very good. Other camp news. Now, we've talked about this, man. what is going on with JPJ? Is he moving to guard? Is he moving to center? You know, the last 2 days I've said don't panic, pump the brakes. Yesterday, I said you might want to ease off those brakes a little bit, right? It looks like Meredith is turning heads, and he's got the coaching staff convinced that he can play that spot, only doing it in this camp so far, which is very impressive for a guy like Jordan Meredith. It's impressive for our offensive linemen, and it says a lot about the underrated players that we have on this roster, right? If you got a guy like Jordan Meredith that's never played center, that's already taken, you know, first team reps. Yesterday, I made the comment, if JPJ is not the starter, why isn't he taking snaps at guard? Well, lo and behold, today, JPJ took snaps at right guard, not left guard, took snaps at right guard. Why? Jordan Meredith continued to run with the ones. JPJ was also with the ones, but it was at right guard. So I've told y'all, and I've told y'all, and I've told y'all, I don't feel like Alex Kappa is going to be the starting right guard when the season starts. There's too much competition. There's too many young men that have that chip on their shoulder, that want that spot, that played on this offensive line last year, that were Raiders before Alex Kappa became a Raider. And I feel like those guys really want this job, and they're not going away easy. Shout out to Austin Rogers. What's good? Grim, appreciate you in the building. Furpo with the Raiders. What's good? What's good? So, yeah, man, just more good news in camp. JPJ, like I said, I wouldn't be mad if he played guard. To me, whoever's the best, you know. I hear a lot of people bitching about it. I hear a lot of big name content creators bitching, JPJ's got to be the starter. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. Stop. Shut up. If Pete Carroll believes that JPJ is better at guard, who the hell are we to say JPJ has to be the center? Come on, man. This is a guy that has more experience than most of us have been alive in the NFL. So just stop with that. Stop with that. JPJ is going to be fine, whether they put him at guard, whether they put him at center. Hell, they can even play the kid at tackle, really, if he wanted to. I think, you know, he's got that dog in him. So they're just feeling it out and trying to go with the best offensive line that we can put on the field. And I don't think that's a problem if JPJ plays left guard, plays right guard, or like I said, if they put him at tackle, right? It makes no sense to me why Raider Nation and why fans are getting pissed off because JPJ doesn't play center. Whatever gives us the best chance to win. And if this coaching staff, like I said, Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly, who have been doing this shit way longer than any of us, believe that JPJ is better and more physical on the, you know, at a guard position, he is probably the most athletic, right? Guards pull an awful lot. Maybe they feel like Dylan Parham, Jordan Meredith, Alex Kappa can't pull, right? Maybe they feel like they're just not up to that. So, I mean, we shall see. We shall see. But I feel like this is competition at its finest, right? The Raiders fans, we've been screaming for how long? We want competition. Every position, right? We want it in camp. Aiden O'Connell shows out a little bit. There's no camp battle. You know, Rodgers is starting to show out. Oh, Kappa's got the job. Everybody wants competition, but nobody wants competition. So I don't understand what the problem is. But like I say, calm down, calm down. It doesn't matter who the center is. I guarantee you, whoever they put at any position on this team this year, it's going to be the right position for them. Like I said, we're just content creators that have little, you know, people in our ear telling us, hey, this guy did good today or this guy did okay today. We don't see these guys day to day. We're not talking to them. We don't know what their spirits are like, you know, what their character's like, what their energy's like. Are they moping around? Some great interviews again today. Jacorian Bennett said a lot of good things, but his body language and his tone didn't seem like a guy that was very happy with the situation he's put in. He talked about the guys in front of him. He talked about the receivers, and he's even talked about him, you know, running with the threes. So shout out to this coaching staff, man, for giving us something to talk about, for not just settling, right? Because that's a big problem. It's been a huge problem in Raider Nation for a long time. Settling. We settle with guys. This is probably going to be the fastest 30 minutes live ever because it's a little late. I don't want to keep y'all. But, you know, I got to stay relevant in YouTube, and one day you're fucked. So, I was going to post some videos. For some reason, they keep logging me out of my damn Instagram on this computer, and I can't get back in my Instagram. So, I mean, not my Instagram, my X account. That's why I'm reading off my phone right now. So forgive me if I don't have videos to show you. But again, if you're a member to the channel, man, it's $2.99. I dropped 3 videos today. Make sure you check them out if you're, you know, if you're subscribed or a member. And there will be more coming, more on the way. But yeah, I wish I could post these videos. Other news. Geno Smith, Jack Best running with the ones today. No more twos. You know, he's been running with Aiden O'Connell in the twos since pads came on, even a little bit before that. They put him out there on the ones. Over the shoulder touchdown from Geno today in the end zone. Jack Best continues to kill it. I think he scored a touchdown every day so far since the pads have been on. I believe Dante Thornton has scored a touchdown every day since the pads have been on. A couple days, more than one. So huge news, Jack Best. You know, I don't feel like if it says this guy's 1, this guy's 2, or this guy's 3, and I don't know who said it yesterday in the chat, but shout out to you. Did you try and log in through Windows? No, I did not, but I don't know who brought it up in the chat yesterday, but shout out for whoever did. Right, they said it doesn't matter if, you know, if you're running with the 1s, 2s, or 3s. They're just trying to feel people out, and I get that. You know, it's a competition, and they want the best guys for the job at those positions. Unlike years past, right? I think the name on the back or the, you know, the contract that you had pretty much said if you were playing or not the last couple years, in my opinion. I don't feel like it's that way this year. We know how Pete Carroll is. We hear him talk about all the time how he's not afraid to play young guys. In fact, he likes playing young guys. Why are you only staying for 30 minutes, Rebel? I mean, you know, I didn't say 30 minutes. I'm just saying, when I get done saying what I'm saying, I'm not gonna sit in here and bullshit and chat like I usually do, because I don't want to keep y'all. People got work, got jobs to do, right? But I appreciate the 13 rocking with me to come on, you know, whenever it is that I pop up. The 3 that just left, whatever. Whatever. Ashton Genty, man. Ashton Genty balling out, right? But today, nobody's reported it. I don't believe anybody's seen it or talked about it. Except, no, I'm just fucking with you. But really, not much news on Ashton Genty, and I've looked and I've looked and I've looked, and nobody brought it up. But today, the man fumbled the ball within the in the bag drills, right? You see that machine they're running through with the arms? You know, they're cranked up. They're like, you have to run through that shit like Superman. Because I seen Zamir White hit those bags, run through the I don't even know what they're called. They didn't have that shit when I was in school. But I seen him hit. Shout out for the $2 holla. I seen Zamir White running through those bags, and it looked like those bags were gonna knock him on his ass. Like, I don't know how much those springs are wound up, but if you ever try to pull back a spring, a real hard spring, it's not very easily, right? It's not very easy. So it looked like they have them things dialed in to the fullest of fullest, because it's not easy running through it for those guys. And I'll put the video up on my members only here in a bit when I find it again. But yeah, he came through the pads, turned around, and somebody hit him with that stick, and he dropped the ball. So nothing major, but I just want to know for y'all, with the 13 people in here, in preseason, right? In preseason, if Ashton Genty fumbles one time, are we going to keep that same energy that we did with Dylan Labe? Right? And you could say, oh, he was a 6th pick overall and he was a 5th rounder. and are we going to keep that same energy? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know from Raider Nation, because, you know, we've heard the talks. We heard the bullshit. One fumble, the dude's out. He's never going to play in the NFL. He's not going to make it. And I just hope they don't turn on Ashton Genty like that, man, because we know how the fans are, right? They're tough. They're the biggest critics in all of sports. So not good for my man to be dropping the ball. And the thing that was bad is the guy that was hitting him has a full cast halfway up his leg. He's on one foot in a crutch, and he's holding a stick, and he's shoving it at players. Like, he's trying to knock the ball loose. And the only ball I seen hit the ground was AJ. So, doesn't mean shit, but like I said, I keep the nation informed, right? Gotta know, you gotta know. Was I at practice today? No, I was not at practice today. But I have people there. You know, I'm trying to get more. I'm trying to get more. Because I need all the perspectives and all the shit in my ear. But I've seen it. I still haven't given up on Zamir White. Me either, man. Like, I haven't given up on any of these players. I'm still on the Tyree Wilson train. I'm still on the Zamir White train until they prove me wrong, man. I think last year was not really a benchmark to judge anybody. I mean, come on. Max Crosby had 7.5 sacks. Nobody did nothing, right? So it was just one of those years where no matter what happened, whether it was the refs, whether it was injuries, whether it was ourselves, whether it was coaching, whether it was, you know, going for it on 4th and 13 and running the fucking ball, like shit like that. It was a bad year, man. It was a bad year. So no, I'm not giving up on Zamir White. And Pete Carroll seems to bring his name up a lot. He's been mentioning him every time he talks. He said Zamir White. He said it again yesterday in his press conference. Zamir White is the biggest, strongest, most physical running back that we have, and he's lost a lot of weight, and he's doing good things out there. So hopefully it translates, man. There's still a huge running back battle, and I believe Zamir White makes this team. And if he doesn't, then damn it, I will be wrong for once. But yeah, man. So no, I wasn't at practice, but I will be August 10th through the 14th, one of those days, because I will be out there. So another thing, man, running through those bag drills, Dylan Labe looks super good. Like, I seen him hit him off balance. Zamir White also looks super good. Chris Collier, I don't know about the balance level after contact, man. The little sticks that they're hitting him with a towel wrapped on it with fucking duct tape or whatever it is, it's not that powerful, man. It's not that bad. So yeah, shout out to the running back room. What else do we got? I had something else. Oh. Darian Porter. Mixed reviews, which when you have too many people trying to tell you shit from camp that has different opinions on stuff, Leaky, what's good, my guy? You know, you have to decipher and go through your own. There's no stats for this shit. But I had two different shit. I seen Darian Porter make a crazy interception against Alex Bachman in one-on-ones, right? Jumped up in the air, turned around, 180, took the ball right away from him. I'll see if I can find that, and I'll post it on the members only also. Great play from Darian Porter. But then, a couple plays later, man, he picks off another one in 7-on-7 drills with a beautiful toe tap to get both feet in bounds. Yes, the ref said good, or not touchdown, but it's a catch. Crazy play, man. From what I heard, that's one that's not on film. I'm trying to find it, see if anybody will post it. I've reached out to a couple people. They don't have it. And I don't know how they missed it. Oh, I do know how they missed it, because on 7-on-7 drills, unless you're sneaky, they don't want you recording. So there won't be a lot of footage coming out on 7-on-7 drills. Most of the footage will be practicing one-on-ones, bag drills, and a lot of one-on-one reps. So you're not going to get a whole lot of out of camp this year, because they don't want the footage out there. They don't want anybody knowing what plays they're running, what they're practicing, how many times they're in 12 or 13 personnel, which makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to me. What does the chat say? Yo, Nation, my guy Leaky, what's up? Daryl, what's good, my guy? Appreciate you. Junior Cairo in the building. I hope you're talking to Candy. But yeah, Jack Besh, man, killing it. Darian Porter. We've heard the rookies have been struggling. He even said it himself in the interview that, it's taking them a little time, right? The speed's a little different. These guys are bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, they're more intelligent. Oh, I haven't drank soda in a long time. This shit hurts, man. If you haven't seen the video of Tyree Wilson, subscribe to the channel, man. It's $2.99. Go look at the membership video. That man is violent, dude. He beat the hell out of them pads. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, getting around, stripping the ball. It's physical, it's violent. You can hear it. I even tried to, I was going to try to muffle the sound, or make the sound louder when he was hitting the bags, but I didn't have to, man. The pop on the bags from that man it's frightening, dude. I'm telling you, this guy is going to put dudes on their ass with his strength. Tyree could put it together, man. We could have one of those defenses like the Chargers showed today. Damn. Nope, he's talking to you, Rebel. He's a Chiefs fan. Oh. It's all good. What's up, Sunshine? Jack Beck, that guy that can do a lot of work as a wide receiver. Yeah, as a wide receiver, as that third tight end in 12 personnel or 13 personnel, he can do a lot, man. He can do a lot. You can put him on the outside. You can put him on the inside. His strength, his physicality, it's going to be hard to cover, man. And if Geno keeps dropping those deep balls like he's been doing, like he's known to do with those accuracy, man, teams are going to have to leave that safety up above to cover whoever's going out deep. And when that happens, you know what's going to happen, right? Hand off to Ashton Genty, right? Or a little pass out of the backfield where you got the safety already 20 yards downfield. Everybody's got a hat on a hat. Come on, man. Come on. It's going to be special, dude. Special. If we keep stretching the field like this and Geno keeps dropping dimes and these guys keep catching it. But the scary part is the way they're open, man. It's not like they're contested well, some of them have been damn good contested catches. But they're balling, man. These guys are doing it. I don't see Zamir White making the 53-man roster. Who you got? Who you got then? Sincere McCormick and Dylan Labe? Or Chris Collier? Because I believe they keep 4 running backs. Last year they kept 4. They kept 7 linebackers. They kept 6 corners. So the only thing I see changing is last year they kept 10 offensive linemen. I see them probably keeping 9 this year because we need that one extra spot for somewhere, whether it's D-line, whether it's corners. But if he doesn't make it, who's the 4th man? And maybe they only go with 3. Hearing a lot of good things about DCam. Yeah, DCam is balling, man. He's been balling. He's been turning heads. He's making a lot of noise. He had 2 good pass breakups yesterday, an interception. I do believe he had an interception the day before and a couple of breakups. And like I said, I'm going to give you everything that I know. I don't hold anything back on this channel. If it hurts the players' feelings, man, it is what it is. But DeCamarion Richardson, his problem last year was a little bit like Jacorian Bennett. He's physical, but you got to wrap people up and make the tackle. So I heard on a little out route to Ashton Genty today, DCam came up and tried to make the tackle. And the report was, this is not my words, but the report was DCam bounced off Ashton Genty like a 4-year-old toddler. Bro, I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't know what to think about that. It's damn good for our offense, and it just backs up what I've been saying over and over and over again, that Ashton Genty is special, and you can't put expectations on this man, because he could either blow him out of the water or, not perform up to your expectations. But really, I don't think we could put expectations high enough for this young man in this offense, man. If he stays healthy, when you got guys like Devin White, have y'all seen the Devin White video? Did I show that? I didn't show that yesterday either. I got to get my X fixed. I will have a whole bunch of videos up from the last 3 days of camp tomorrow. That's what we'll do tomorrow. Devin White, Ashton Genty broke his ankles and laid him on his back before he even caught the ball. That was Tuesday, right? I think Tuesday. So Ashton Genty, man, he's making people look bad, bro. Deep balls. Yeah, it sounds a little funnier when you say it. The Lions have no identity. I think you're right. I mean, I know you're right. They don't know who they're, if they're an offensive team, if they're a defensive team. They lost their offensive coordinator to the Bears. They lost their defensive coordinator to the Jets. And they're a team that's struggling, man. They're struggling. Now, they didn't play all their starters, but they played some in the beginning. And it was not good. And I've told y'all, there's no way Detroit Lions are the same Detroit Lions they were the last 4 years. You don't lose two premium dominant coaches like that and think you're just going to come in and get 2 more and they're going to roll the same. No. Even if you keep that same playbook, which they could possibly do, right? There's no rule that says he got to take that playbook with him. I mean, so even if you try to use Ben Johnson's playbook on offense, it's just not going to work. And with the weapons they have, Isaac Tesla, my Arkansas boy, man, they should have threw him the ball more. If they would have just threw that kid the ball today, he might have helped him a little bit. But yeah, a team with no identity, and a team that I said, one of my predictions was a team that was going to fall off in their division. Their division got tougher, a lot tougher. And, it's going to take a while. Maybe somewhere in the season, right? But we don't know. Was Jared Goff only good because of Johnson? I mean, because of Ben Johnson? I don't know, but we're about to find out. I know Jared Goff never played like he did before he got to the Lions and Ben Johnson, right? So it's going to be hard, man. That team's searching for an identity, but we're in the same boat, right? We don't know what our identity is either. We know what Pete Carroll wants to be: physical, dominant, play fast, play hard. But are we that? Is our defense that? That's going to leave some questions. We're in day 3. Day 3 of pads. Well, day 4, but they didn't practice. But the 3rd day of practice in pads. And the offense won again. They won again. Now, it's not many times that I get what I asked for, but I did say 3 days ago on Monday that I wanted to see this offense and this offensive line stacked together some days. But not on the expense of my defense. Come on, man. Come on. Lighten up. Lighten up. Show some slack to the defense. But, defense is getting turnovers. They're making plays. But they can't stop this offense. They can't stop this offense. And that's scary because if we're only a top 10 or 15 offense, what does that say going into the year, right? Playing teams that are going to have dominant offenses, probably better than ours, like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Chargers, possibly the way their offense looked today with Trey Lance running it. I mean, we play a lot of teams, that Philadelphia Eagles, the Texans. We play a lot of teams with damn good offenses. So if our offense, is only in the top 10s or 15s, that's if we can get up there, right? Because we got a lot of work to do to even get there. But if our offense is up there and our defense continuously can't stop it and Patrick Graham has no answers for this offense, I mean, that's damn good for us offensively, right? But I don't want to be back in the Derek Carr years. I've said this a million times. I'm tired of having an offense that goes out and can win us games if our defense could just do half their job. And they don't, right? We seen that with Derek Carr almost his whole entire career with the Raiders. I think he had 3 years where the defense was not 20 or above, right? That's all I'm gonna say because I don't know what the mark was. So yeah, man, says a lot. Says a lot. The Lions lost badly today, or at least that's what I seen. They lost their dignity. They lost their pride. They lost their virginity. They lost everything today. 34 points to 7? Come on, man. That's rough, bro. That's rough. That's a team that's on a decline. And just goes to show you why a team like the Raiders could be one of those teams that goes from bottom to the top, right? We've seen teams go from top to bottom 2 years ago. The 49ers were in the Super Bowl. They were this close from beating the Kansas City Chiefs, except for Patrick Mahomes' fourth quarter comeback because they gave him the damn ball back like idiots. Like I would have did anything I could have not to give him the ball with any time. But they did, and they lost. And then the next year, they were 4-12, 4-13, 4-13 last year. So teams could fall off really, really quick. Teams could be like the Commanders and go from ass to worst to first real quick. So, man, I hope it's us, bro. I hope it's us. Beck can line up outside in the slot or in the middle. He has that greedy run blocking, and he will get dirty. 100% facts. And when you got Jacoby Myers, the same physicality. You got Brock Bowers. You have Michael Mayer. Timeout. Michael Mayer with not 1, but 2 touchdowns today. 2 from Geno Smith. If that is a norm, if that train gets rolling, man, I'm telling you, NFL, I'm telling you, you better start making some roster moves. If you play the Raiders this season, you better make sure your defense is 100%. If you have injured players, you better get some players off the practice squad. You better sign somebody. If you're not 100% healthy against this offense, it's going to be a track meet. And if you ain't in shape, bro, they're going to run out of your life. I'm telling you, this offense seems to get better and better and better. Sincere McCormick outplayed Zamir White last year. I mean, God, I hate doing this. I hate arguing with everybody. I don't feel that way. Zamir White had, 2 games he started in? He was hurt most of the year. He didn't really get a lot of snaps after that. We didn't see him. I think he touched the ball, 20 times last year. That's not a lot. That's what he should be getting a game. Sincere McCormick, he did have that one good game, but it was one game where he was decent. It wasn't great. There was nothing spectacular, right? He made a couple moves. I mean, didn't have no big yards, didn't score a touchdown, didn't have one play over 10 yards. I mean, he did decent. So I don't know if he outplayed Zamir. He might have looked better, had better vision. But then in the next game, he plays 3 snaps and gets hurt. So you know, I want to see that battle. I want to see that competition. But I don't know if Sincere McCormick, in the one game he played, outplayed Zamir White last year. Like, but if he would have got more reps, then I think he would have had better stats. Aston Genty is the running back I'm interested in watching. That dude can run, can run with the ball, and he can run without the ball. You know, he can catch out of the backfield. People say he has a problem blocking. I see him, you know, standing up those push sleds pretty damn good. Hampton didn't look impressive today. I mean, did you see him get beat up by the sled? Fucking, that dude went to hit that sled, let go, and it smacked him in his face and knocked him 10 feet backwards. Yeah, I'm not worried about Omarion Hampton. It's gonna take him a minute. Piano Man Bro has been getting blocked on every Raiders podcast. Piano Man's got a problem, bro. He's got a problem. And one is keeping my fucking name out of his mouth. But yeah, I mean, you can only give a guy so many chances. Yeah, he come in the chat today trying to say Rebel was talking shit on me and I ended my live. Because I was just over it. If someone is in my chat defending themselves, don't talk shit. You don't have to end your live over that troll, bro. Come on. Like, if he's got shit to say about me, he knows where I'm at. He knows where I'm at. He knows how to get in touch with me. Let him talk. Candy preseason don't mean shit. Oh, I know. I bet he's over there just dying, itching to get in here and say some shit about the Chargers. One preseason game and they're going to the Super Bowl. Right? He can say whatever he wants as long as the person in there to defend himself. I mean, yeah, that's facts. And Stokes, I hope he's not going to be a dud for the Raiders. I don't know what you mean by a dud, like not being able to stay healthy, because that's his MO. I think he's okay when he's healthy. But, you know, he hasn't really had a lot of reps for a former #1 pick. First round pick, not #1 pick, my bad. For a former first round pick, you know, the expectations are high, and I think the expectations are really high for Pete Carroll and Spytech that brought him in. But he's got to stay healthy. He's got to stay healthy. And from what I hear, it's looking like he could be CB1 right now. Darian Porter, once the pads came on, has been struggling a little bit. Jacorian Bennett, I don't know what's going on with that dude. And then DCAM, you know, he's making plays. He's moving up the chart. He's getting a lot more reps out there. They're throwing him in a lot more because he's making plays. But Eric Stokes is looking good. I haven't heard anything bad from him. But he's, you know, he's one of those guys that if you don't hear anything from him, it could be a good thing, right? That means people aren't throwing his way. They're scared to throw his way. Kind of like Nnamdi Asomugha back in the day, right? They would never throw to Nnamdi's way. I think they threw him maybe once, maybe twice a game, sometimes not at all. So that could be a good thing too. The Lions were a pretty good team. They were 15-2 last year. They were 15-2. They look good because the Lions were just bad. Our team last year could have beat the Lions. I don't know. The Lions did look bad. I mean, that game was pathetic. But the Chargers looked good, though. Their defense was greedy, bro. They weren't giving up shit. They tightened down the hatches. So, second year in that defense, man, they could be a problem. They could be a problem. I have a split in the games with the Chargers. I hope that's the case. I don't see Pete Carroll losing to two teams twice ever. I don't think he's lost to two teams in his division twice ever in his career. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. Okay, cool. I didn't know much about football. I go by what I see on the stats, so I got worried. No, they were solid as hell last year. They have the same team. They've added weapons. But like Bueno said, they have no identity, man. They have a new offensive coordinator, kind of like we do, that they're trying to learn the language, the plays. And unless you have a bunch of Einsteins over there, it takes a minute, bro. It takes a minute. If the Lions were a pretty good team last year, they didn't. Why didn't they beat the Eagles? Because that defense murdered them in that game, that playoff game. They had 5 interceptions. That's why. Quarterback play. You depend on your quarterback all through the season, thinking he's that go-to guy, and then you get up against a team with a defensive line like the Philadelphia Eagles, and they just dog walk you. Just know this, Candy. If Trey Lance looks like a starter against your team is not in good shape. But that's the thing, Bueno. He's been in the league, what, 4 or 5 years now? Like, it don't take guys that long to put it together. And we seen last preseason game against us when he was in Dallas, right? He fucking came out and murdered us. What do you have, like 5 touchdowns? 6 touchdowns against our defense? So, look, Trey Lance, I know a lot of people sleep on Trey Lance, but I've said a bunch of times, if I was the Raiders last year, I would have brought the dude in. With a Pete Carroll system, with a coach like with the quarterback coach like we have, it's worth taking a chance on. And man, I hope it was a fluke game. That's all I gotta say. Cause he looked pretty decent. And a guy that can run, beat you with his legs. There might be a first quarterback competition. I'm just kidding. Can he beat out Justin Herbert? That would be nice. But yeah, Trey Lance, man, 3rd overall pick, 3 years ago, 4 years ago now? Has it been 5 years? Has it been 5 years? He should be looking good. Ben Johnson was the OC in 2022. Goff was there in 21. He got hurt, and it was on a trajectory to be as good as he had been with Ben. I don't think Ben is the reason Goff is decent. Could be. I forgot to hit you up. Fuck. I don't know, man. Goff was decent, but I have to give a lot of credit to Ben Johnson in that offense for making Goff look good. Now, they went away from some things in the playoff game, like I said, and Goff had a lot of interceptions trying to force it. Remember Goff went to the Super Bowl before he came to the Lions? Yes. But like I said earlier, man, you could be the best quarterback in the NFL, whether it's Patrick Mahomes, whether it's the hell, what's his face over there in Baltimore? I can't think of his name. You just got to have the right coordinator, the guy that knows how to get the best out of what you're good at. And when you find that, dabs, what? When you find that, it makes a big difference. So what's going to happen with the Lions after losing Ben Johnson? If Jared Goff don't get it together and they don't find a running game, I don't think Jahmyr Gibbs started though or played at all. So there's that. But man, they're still in a tough division, in a rough NFC. I don't know what's gonna happen to them. Lions will get back on track. Campbell is a huge part of why are they a winning team. They just need to adjust to the new systems, offense and defense. He is a good coach. But really, that team didn't turn around until Ben Johnson got there. And it could very well fall apart now that he's gone. Can't wait to see some Raiders football. Right? Golly. Oh, ECG just dropped a video. Raiders, what is it called? Rep your shit in here, my guy. I was going to watch it, but I started watching it. I got to go back and finish it. Raiders prediction, full breakdown for the season or something. Y'all go check out ECG. LOL, I don't care how good Dan Campbell is a coach. I'm going to watch him crumble with the Packers when the Packers beat him in the season opener. Talk that shit. Didn't watch the game today, so I missed it, but I can't wait to watch some Raider football. I streamed the live on my Discord today, and I will be streaming Raider games. So, if you're a member of the channel, come watch football on the Discord with me all season long. Zer, what's good, my guy? What's good? Just Wing, glad I caught the live tonight. I'm glad you made it. Glad you made it. Glad you were here. It was starting to trigger me, arguing with me, so I was over it. What? What are you talking about? Willis? Oh. LOL. Got the right yarn good? You're no good? What? What does that mean? What does that mean? My 2 cents was good, my guy. Appreciate you dropping in. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, follow, all that good shit. Appreciate you. M2C, salute. What else we got? Get through this chat. Damn. LOL, Matthew Golden draft pick was awesome. All fans roared Packers. Man, there's only one team that roars. Raiders. The rest are fakers. But yeah, that was a steal, bro. That was a steal. You got my guy Nate Hobbs over there. The Packers could be damn good. You give Jordan Love a guy like Matthew Golden with that blazing speed to throw the ball to and another weapon. Man, it's nasty work over there. 5 years and he still looks like a starter. What? Shout out Aunt Debbie. I've been a Packers fan since the Favre days. Man, Favre was the man. Just proved my point, River. Trey Lance pushed our shit in. And we were awful last year. We were pretty bad. Parts. And yeah, Trey Lance, he worked the shit out of us in that preseason game last year. It was bad. My grandma's a Raiders fan. Grandpa was a Bears fan. Shout out to Hawaiian Candy. I only cheer for one team, and that's the Packers. That's good. You root for the Bears? Man, I'm going to block you. Get out of my chat. I know it's a ridiculous team name, but who cares? It's the players that matter. The Packers are an iconic franchise, man. Like the trophy is named after them, so was there a lot of fighting over favorite teams? Probably. Do you think Derek Carr will be back in the NFL? I don't know. I don't see him wanting to retire. I see football still in his veins. But I don't know if he wants to play for another team other than the silver and black. So, why haven't they announced that he's retiring a Raider yet? I don't know. It's pissing me off. But if he wants to retire a Raider, man, just retire him a Raider. And then if he wants to play next year, he could play next year somewhere. But I don't know. I don't think he's done. I really don't. But I don't know how long his contract is with the New Orleans Saints or if they're going to let him out. Daryl took Matthew Golden in one of my fantasy drafts. Damn, you already had your draft already? Good lord. Flying. Flying. I can imagine what Rebel and you did if the Raiders lost. You don't want to know what happens when the Raiders lose over here. I have many valuable things, some that couldn't be replaced, that did not like the wrath of the Raiders losing. But I'm older now. I've grown a little bit. A little bit. No, I don't blow up like I used to, man. I don't. 42940. Yeah. Golly, that's quick. That's quick. But we got some of those 4-3 guys too. 4-3 flats. We got a couple of those. So, right off the couch must be a lot. What? What else we got? So what's Florida like? My God, bro. It's like being in a flipping sauna all the time with crazy, crazy traffic. You think LA is bad? Nah, bro. Nah. And then you could be driving 85, 90 miles an hour and people will just be flying by your ass like it's the Autobahn Speedway. It sucks, bro. It sucks. People are dicks. Like, I never had anybody wave or say what's up like they do out here in the country. You know, you drive by somebody, they wave. You walk by somebody, they wave. Somebody drives by your house, they wave. It's just people say hello, introduce themselves all the time. Like, out there, shit, people don't give a fuck. They just rude. But if you're by the beach, it's great. Just don't go into the city. Just stay by the beach. But yeah, it'll be 85, 90 degrees with 89% humidity. Like 99% humidity. Yeah. You take a shower, you dry off, you go outside, and you're dripping wet as soon as you walk out. It's bad. You think Carr will be back? Nice. Horror Fanatic, what's good? I hate to be the Lions fans. They look like crap. God, right? They did not look good. And, you know, hopefully they're doing what teams do in the preseason, and they're just not showing their cards, right? Maybe they feel like they're good with what they have. They know, you know, you got Armon St. Brown. You got Jahmyr Gibbs. You got what's his other running back? God, I can't remember names no more. It sucks getting old. But yeah, they got some weapons over there, bro. They got some weapons over there. But their defense was never really good, and it looked awful tonight. Like way, way bad. So, man. But us Raider fans, we know exactly what the Lions feel like. I mean, we seen a whole bunch of games like that last year, not just in the preseason, but in the season. So, yeah, man. Yeah, bro, we already take each other's money on fantasy. Yeah, you are set up, man. You are set up. Fuck, I was trying to do that today, and I got distracted. I think I got most of the shit down. I might hit you up tomorrow. I might have some questions. I'll just text you, of course. Bullshit, LA traffic is worse. No, it's not. It is not. And people drive like freaks, bro. 120 mile an hour. Like, and the crazy thing is cops will be sitting on the side of the road and you can whip by them 120. Them bitches won't even pull out. They don't care. In Florida, they are not trying to catch you. They're like, yeah, I ain't wasting my time. There's a law in Florida, actually. Their police are told not to chase people. So if you're driving 90, 100 miles an hour, and you blow by a cop, they're told not to follow you or not to try to track you down. So crazy law, I thought, but people just drive like freaks, just like the damn German autobahn out there. Ride the sea, no traffic out in the ocean. Get a boat. Get a boat. 104 with 80%, 7% humidity. Oh, hell no. Hell no. That's nasty. You can't even go outside. Can't even go outside. That's the way it was in Pittsburgh back in the day, Reb. Yeah, it's like that in Missouri sometimes. It's like that in Arkansas sometimes, but getting to the hundreds doesn't usually happen that much. Sometimes in the late July or August, we might get for maybe if there's a heat wave or something for a couple of days, that's a good thing. But the humidity is always high. But it beats being in a desert in a blow dryer, man. When it's 120 in Vegas and the wind's blowing 5 miles an hour, that is the worst feeling ever. You just can't get away from it. The most I've left them alone, like candy, a while since Raiders were winning regularly. Yeah, it's been a long time, long time. The temperature is 67 here where I live in Alaska. Oh, in Alaska? Wait, it gets 67 degrees in Alaska? I thought it was cold there like all the time. Y'all actually have summer? I mean, kind of a summer? 67 is not that bad. I'll fuck with that in the summer all year long, bro. I might start spending my summers in Alaska. Oh, that took forever to chew. If it was up to you, one player in the NFL that could bring, you could bring to the Raiders, who are you picking? Y'all ask some hard ass questions. Oh, that is not as good warm. Ooh, man. I'm gonna go with the rookie linebacker for the Rams. What the hell's that kid's name that they brought in last year? Why am I drawing a blank? Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out. What the fuck is his name? But that's who it would be. That's who it would be because he could play on the line. He could play on the outside. He could play linebacker. And I don't know why the hell I can't think of his name, but that was one of the best draft picks, I think, last year. The Rams are dominant. I think I'd go with a rookie that dominated the NFL last year in his first year. Kind of like that Fred Warner type that could just do everything. I think we could use one of those. But that's a hard question, man. There's so many players. I wouldn't mind trading for Terry McLaurin right now. He's demanded a trade for the Washington Commanders. The trade talks aren't going very well right now, and I know people aren't going to want to hear this. But damn, if we're not signing Jacoby or we think we have his replacement, let's make a call, bro. Make a call. I think Terry McLaurin would be crazy for this team. And I'll pay him his 34. I mean, if I was a Raider in charge, I'd pay him his $34 million he wants a year all day. 1,000 yards every year except for his rookie year. Only missed it by 8 yards. I think that's a dude that could help the Raiders right away instantly. But there's only one ball, so I don't know, man. If I could only bring in one player, I would have to wait until camp was over. I would have to wait till the preseason games were done so I could figure out what we need the most. And then I could probably answer that question. But yeah, I'll take that linebacker for the for the Rams all day long. St. Louis is about 3 hours northeast. It's the lower part of the Ozarks. Yes, the Ozarks is a real place. Yes, I was just there camping last weekend, as a matter of fact. Where was I camping? Forgot what it's called. Um, and yes, I know where that's at. I've drove, not through it, but by it a couple times. That's where you live? You still? That's where you're at in Missouri? My 2 cents. The cops drive 90. They will pull you over for going too slow here, right? Humidity 287 plus. Good lord. I'm too old for that kind of weather, man. I'm too old for that. And in the trade that I'm in, inside houses that are in new construction with no AC, it just kills this. It just kills this old man. Killing. I'm guessing in between St. Louis and Kansas. It's before St. Louis, I do believe. It's hotter than normal. Yeah, it don't ever get over. I mean, I was in Florida for 3 years, and I remember get over 100 degrees one time. So, it was never like that here when you lived here. No, like I said, I only remember getting over 107 one or over 100 one time, and that was you couldn't even go outside, bro. You couldn't even go outside. It was ridiculous. I was fishing with my bro and sis the other day, several miles out. Nice. Man, I bet fishing in Alaska is fucking amazing. I couldn't imagine the fish there. Think our regular losing days are coming to an end. You know, good point. We've talked about that on this channel a lot, and I feel 100% the same way. I think the games that we're supposed to win, that we always shit the bed in, you know, and ended up getting beat by an astronomical amount when we were favored to win. I don't think that happens, right? The games that we lost by 3 points or a touchdown because we were outcoached or we made a stupid play or somebody jumped off sides and gave them the fucking ball back when we were getting ready to score. Stupid shit like that. I don't believe happens under Pete Carroll. Now, everybody's going to make penalties. Everybody's going to, you know, jump off sides or get a holding call. It's the NFL, right? The refs, we know about the refs. But so yeah, man, I think them losing the teams that we're supposed to win days are behind us. And I think the consistently losing is behind us. Yes, we have to find a way to win. There's not a lot of players in this locker room that know how to win and win consistently that have been on a Raiders team. Now, the guys we've brought in know how to win and know how to win consistently, right? E-Rob, coming out of Pittsburgh. Jermaine Pratt. They weren't great in the Bengals, but they were always, you know, around 500 or better. So these guys been to the playoffs. He intercepted Derek Carr to get him to a Super Bowl that should have been ours. We have guys that have been on a lot of playoff teams, so I hope so. What? Reeling in fish every few minutes. Come on, man. Stop with the caps. I definitely got to go there. The last 4 times I went fishing, I didn't even get a damn bite. And I tried everything in my bag, literally. I tried letting it sit. I tried using a damn bobber and floating it. I mean, I tried every kind of bait. Live bait, worms, fake lizards, frogs, dude, everything you could think of. I sat out there for like 3 hours. Couldn't get shit. Not even a nibble. I think I got like 2 little nibbles. Those days fishing are horrible, man. I hate when those days are. So if you could catch fish every few minutes, I could sit there all day long. Shit, I would never leave. It's like watching a Raider game. The last time my stepdad that passed took us kids fishing. Nice. What do you think about Scary Terry requesting a trade? Think he should try and make a move? Absolutely. Absolutely. A guy that's had 1,000 yards. The hell? A guy that's had 1,000 yards every season of his career, except for his rookie year. Like I said, where he came up like 8 or I think 6 or 8 yards short. Yes, you make a move. You make a move. Whether it's 34, 36, whatever he wants for a year, you pay him. You pay him. And if the Washington Commanders had any brains at all, they would pay the man the money, bro. You don't lose a guy that's had 1,000 yards every single year in the NFL. You don't get guys like that. I mean, look how good Jacoby Myers is. Jacoby Myers finally had 1,000 yards, his first time in what year 6, year 5 or 6. So guys don't grow on trees a dime a dozen that can catch 1,000 yards, 1,000 yards a season. So I'm pulling the trigger. Now the question is, what do you give up for him? Right? What do you trade for him? Do you trade draft capital? Do you trade young guys up and coming? That's where I don't know. I don't want to get rid of draft picks, right? And I'm sure if we know Spytech, he doesn't want to get rid of draft capital either. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I would pull the trigger in a heartbeat. Trixie Blue, what's good? Good to see you in the building. Thank you for always commenting on every one of my videos after they're posted. I appreciate you. It's fans like you that help this channel grow. So thank you for always commenting. And thank you for being in here. I appreciate you. Live in the kitchen, Alaska, a long time ago. Lived in Ketchikan, Alaska. Nice. St. Louis is about 3 hours northeast. It's the lower part of the Ozarks. Yes, the Ozarks is a real place. Yes. It is a real place, full of woods for miles and hundreds of miles and hundreds of miles. And it's a beautiful place too, man. If you've never been to the Ozarks and you're trying to plan a vacation or a camping trip, in the summer it's absolutely beautiful. In the wintertime, even with everything brown, it's still beautiful. I think they will end up paying Jacoby. I'm sure they have made offers. I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping with the Colton Miller signing, they take care of Jacoby. But what really scares me about Jacoby is you went and got 3 guys just like him, right? Dante Thornton, a guy that can play the slot, physical, good hands. Jack Besh, another guy, strong, physical, can block, can do all the small dirty things that Jacoby does. How much are they willing to pay him, right? Where's my phone at? So right now on the books, we have fuck, I just had that. Alright, where the hell did it go? 1 minute. Apologize. It's right here. Alright. So yeah, man. Currently, right now, Max Crosby, $106.5 million for the next 3 years. Geno Smith, $75 million for the next 2 years. Punter AJ Cole, $15.8 million for the next 4 years. Colton Miller, 3 years, $66 million. Adam Butler, 3 years, $16.5 million. That's 30, 60, 70. Bro, that's almost that's almost $90 million. Just of those, how many players? Fuck, where'd it go? Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 players, bro. That's 5 players. That's what our salary is next year. So, man, I don't know. That's a lot of money we're paying out. That's a lot of money we're paying out. I've never been to Alaska, but it'd be cool to go hiking there. It's just scary up there alone because lots of unreported assaults happen there because of lack of police. Bro, anything could happen in Alaska. Like the place, Jared Verse, thank you. Shout out my guy No Bueno. Yes. If I could bring one player to the Raiders right now, it would be Jared Verse. I think him in the middle with Max Crosby and Malcolm Kuntz, Jonah Lalu and Adam Butler. Super Bowl. Kenna in the building. What's good, my guy? Salute to you. I've been to Alaska. I've been in Alaska my whole entire life. Was naturally born and raised here. That's crazy. So does it really get dark for like weeks or months at a time and shit? Do y'all really have like long periods of time with no daylight? Because I've heard that, but I've never been there. Glad there's a late live channel. Nice. Yeah, I usually don't try to go on this late. I did for a long time in the past. But football was on tonight. And, you know, I got to stay relevant in this damn YouTube thing because you miss one day and nobody shows up in your lives. But I mean, not like it's much of a difference. So glad, yeah. So, and, you know, if there's not too many late lives, I don't mind doing it this late. Just makes the next day a little bit rougher. But I know a lot of people that come to my lives are usually late night people that started following me, and then I kind of switched it to a little earlier, so I apologize if it dragged up anybody's times. But I'm trying to figure out everybody's schedule. Maybe I could do 2 late nights, you know, during the week, and then 3 regular times. It just depends on when I get the most views. So that's what it is for me. Whatever's going to get the most people in here talking football, you know, giving us something to talk about. That's when I'll go live. So whenever I figured out that point is when no family comes from Missouri. Used to visit every summer until Grandpa passed. Miss it. Nice. R.I.P. Grandpa. I mean, damn, bro. You should at least go back at least once a year for a vacation, if that's where the family is. Oregon native. Nice. Send me some of that Oregon trees. Rebel, as an old man at 54, I'm happy to have a work at home job. I need to get me one of those, bro, because I've been doing this shit 31 years. Bro, 31 years every day. On the concrete, standing up, bent over, and, you know, putting tile on walls, floating mud and showers. I picked the wrong trade. I used to like to work hard, but the older I get, if I could just do this right here all day, man, I'd be great. I could talk Raider football all day long. And shout out to you working at home, man. Set me up with one of those. I'm about ready to retire from this shit. Y'all could have the company. It's not cold in Alaska summertime. It still feels chilly in the months of May and June. Sexy Lady K, what's good? What's good? It's popping in here tonight. Well, only because you popped in. Haha, Jack Kenny, I'm only 45. Grateful to work from home. Man, what's up with all you people working from home? That's jacked. I need a job. Yes, she has done tile. Or she tried. Waves are frequent. Bush always cold. And catfish and carpy be cooking, right? Y'all making me want to go fishing, man. Ken is at work, home shop is OnlyFans. Kenna, you gonna let him talk to you like that? That's funny shit. Look here. Where am I looking? Super Bowl champs incoming Raiders. Let's go. Talk that shit, sexy lady K. Mitch Rent said Parham is now 332 pounds. Is the nation believe that? Raiders.com. Yes, it's a fact. He was 285, I believe, last year. He came into the combine in the NFL at 311, but they made him drop a bunch of weight, or he just dropped a bunch of weight working out. I don't know what happened, but last year they had him listed on the Raiders roster at 285. He is now 223. So, yeah, Parham has put in that work. He's put them pounds back on. Who is his only fan? Stop. 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 I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so yeah. Mitchell Renz is right. He is up to 332. But my question, man, like I've been posting on X, is why the hell are they putting Jordan Meredith at center? And now, yesterday I said they weren't playing JPJ at guard. Today he was at right guard. So now they have JPJ back at the guard spot. They have Dylan Parham battling for the other guard spot, and Meredith at center. It just makes no sense to me. When Dylan Parham played center in college, he has a lot of reps at college. Why not just put Parham, who's up to 232 or 332? That's the heaviest offensive lineman on the team right now, if that's the case, if he's really that weight. So I don't understand why they don't just put Dylan Parham. Put Dylan Parham as center. Use JPJ and Meredith as the left and right guards, and let's fucking cook this season, man. I don't know what the problem is. Sexy Lady K used to watch me stream while I did run. Nice. Roofing sucks too, especially. Oh God, roofing is. Yeah, man, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. No. I could not do that. In Pete we trust. Jack Gates, 12-5. Raiders. Had to do it quieter. Raiders will win the Super Bowl this year. Kyle, don't jinx us. We need Brock and Genty. Longtime Raiders, I think, is a good part of our team. Wins will come for them. Yeah, I mean, when you have youth in the building, that's gonna perform. That's gonna make plays, more than their veterans in the building. And I could see a scenario where it's not very long before this team goes from Max Crosby's team to Brock Bowers' team. I mean, it's starting to get that way now, right? Brock Bowers is the hype of everything. Best tight end in the NFL. Madden has him 5th. Let me know in the comments below. I haven't asked any questions tonight. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think it's disrespectful, even in his second year, that he was rated 5th best tight end in Madden. Horrible. 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 It's still kind of cold May and June, but the end of June, weather gets warmer. It sounds like you're in a beautiful place, man, in Alaska where, I mean, if it stays 60s and 70s through the summer, bro, that's great. But then your winters are like minus 20 and shit. Like, I can't do that, bro. These old bones do not do cold well. A lot of fishing in Oregon. I've never been to Oregon either. I've had opportunities. I was gonna grow up there and grow for. Probably shouldn't have said that. I was gonna go up there and do some things for some people a while back, but then other opportunities came. I might even make that phone call. 'Cause I might go do that now. It's got to be better than what I'm doing. I'm still an ALC fan forever. Yeah, you could be a fan of the backup quarterback. There's nothing wrong with that. Tomorrow night I'm going to hop on Navman 93 Raiders Shield Family is going to have Mitch on live. Oh, how sweet. We noodle in the Ozarks, otherwise Wheaties and strawberries, Jello dough balls. Facts. Facts. Jello dough balls work very, very good. Also, if you take grape Kool-Aid, and you ain't got to do it, just take grape Kool-Aid with, you could just take dough, like powdered dough, soak it in that grape Kool-Aid, put that shit in the refrigerator overnight, and yeah, it's catfish heaven, bro. Catfish heaven. Noodling's crazy, though. Noodling's crazy. How many people in the chat know what noodling is? Top 5 offense? Okay. I've been that down lower 48 states. I've been to Seattle, Washington a couple times. I've been to like 20, 23 states. That's as far as I've been. Holy shit. Trixie is just now saying hello. Wake and Bake Yates. Where's my shit? Yeah, I'm Wake and Bake right now. Oh wait, I can't do that. I'm on TikTok. Shout out to the people on TikTok watching. If there's anybody watching on TikTok, I didn't even know I was live on TikTok tonight. So I apologize. If you are over here from TikTok, or if you're watching on TikTok and not commenting, I don't have my phone up live, so I don't know if anybody's over there. But shout out to you. And if you're watching over there and want to get involved in the fun, come over here, become a member, like, subscribe, follow, tickle the noti to turn it on, all that good stuff. I thought my dog was barking, but somebody else told me the dog shut the fuck up before I did. I'm way behind in this chat. Bro, I thought this was going to be a half-hour live. Fuck my life. All right, man. I love y'all, but I got to stay giddy. You are the best, Rebel. Aw, thank you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. You don't know how much that tickles my fancy. Smash the like button. Show respect. Right? Smash the like buttons, man. My videos. Come on. I'm getting like, I mean, it's not a lot, bro, but in the 200s. And I'm in like the 20s for likes. So if you come across this video and you watch it till the end, comment that you watched it to the end, made it to the end. There might be something for you. I don't know. I'm just saying. You might get some free merch. You might get a big fuck you too. I don't know. But cherry lime gelato. Ooh, that sounds fire, bro. Rebel, if possible, do you have Q for Mitchell Ranch Navman is give me permission to ask more than one Q? Do I have what? What does Q mean? What is Q? What is Q? I don't know. Oh, questions? Do I have questions for Mitchell Renz? Probably not ones he wants to answer. Nah, bro, I'm good. I don't have no questions for Navman or Mitchell Renz, really. That's not my cup of tea over there. I live in Oregon, Washington border, so I bounce back and forth. Nice, nice. Damn, everybody's living out in the woods. Can I have a question for him? Why did he block me? I can answer that question. Bitch. It's simple, bro. It's simple. Because you can't say anything offensive. You can't tell him he's wrong. You can't have an opinion. You can't do none of that shit over there. Or you get to walk the plank really, really quick, like. Really quick, like. That's why I'm surprised that fool's got almost 200,000 followers and I can't even get to 2,000. Like, damn, y'all can come over here and say whatever you want, talk all the shit you want. You don't get blocked. You get the same info. I don't get it. I don't get it. Nav blocked who? No, he's talking about chat sports, man. Chat report guy. Chat report guy. Ed Candy Navman is my personal friend. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Navman. Navman used to be a big supporter of this channel. I don't know. He got his own and I never seen him since. So shout out to Navman. But yeah, I don't have no questions for them dudes. Oh, anytime, Trixie. I appreciate you commenting. You know, if it wasn't for the comments, it wouldn't get other people to comment. So every comment helps. I appreciate it. Piano mentions Navman again in my chat today. I stopped him. Yeah, that's garbage shit. 12-5, 4-2 in the West. Talk that truth. I don't know. Graph Hammer, a mod for Wasted, didn't know he blocked me. LOL. Of course, that's what they're gonna say. I didn't know you were blocked. Bullshit. Come on, man. Sexy K, how are the Vikings looking this year? You're a Vikings fan? No, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. When is that, Jack Kenna? Are you gonna be live on the show with Navman? Or are you just gonna be in there asking questions? When is that? You know I'll pull up and show support. Um, 30 Days of Night? No, I don't think I can fuck with that, though. You gotta have the sun, bro. You gotta have the sun on your body, on your skin. Helps with your eyeballs, you know, focus on shit. Get vitamin B and D and C and all that good shit from the sun. I don't know if I can go 30 days. 30 days with no light? Man, how do y'all do that? How do y'all do that? How do y'all do that? Appreciate you. Have a good night, Tricks. I'll try and stop by if I'm around. Nice, appreciate you. I met everyone here to Mitch, so I need to ask about his connections to YouTube. What do you mean his connections to YouTube? He works for Chat Sports, which is one of the biggest YouTube sporting things in all of YouTube. And his connections, man. Are you RaidersRebel Unleashed? Let's go. Appreciate it. Took me a minute to get RRU. I was like, wait, what? Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar. My connection to YouTube 5 or 6 years ago was Chronicles of the Black Hole with OG. Oh, so your connection, I get you. Your connection to YouTube to get onto YouTube was Chronicles of the Black Hole. His connection was Chat Sports, man. They were hiring. They were look. He's already told the story. I'm not even a Chat Sports fan or a Mitchell Rance fan, and I know the story. Like, that's wild. But yeah, he was doing some live blogging, some shit on the way to work, and somebody called him, hit him up, and he became a Raiders fan and a YouTuber. There, I answer your question, Jack. No, I'm just fucking with you. My connection, yeah, OG is good, man. He was on 2 days ago for a little bit. Jack Kenna, man, I need to get you on the show, but you always pop on with the computer. So, I mean, with your phone. And for some reason, my this app that I'm on will not let you show your face on the phone. You have to have a computer and a camera, which is bullshit. It's bullshit. Think makes connections more with Chat Sports than YouTube. Right? That's what I said. 100%. Fuck that shit weather. Hell yeah. That's my new name. Fuck that shit weather. I love it. How deep is this chat, bro? Right? Too old to care. Too old to give a fuck. Sorry, TikTok. Appreciate it. Probably already kicked me off of there a long time ago. Honestly, I don't make connections. Alright, what else we got? This one's to me. Rebel, it's about weight. Meredith is 290. But I want JPJ at center. I thought Meredith was 312. I could be wrong. But I thought he was over 310. But 290, man, that's a little light. It's a little light. Sexy K is Kyle. What the fuck's Kyle doing in my chats? What's good, dog? Glad you could pull up. LOL, that's real candy. Some freaks out there. just some freaks. Did they use JPJ at guard today? Thought that's what I heard. Yes, sir. He was actually playing guard with the first team reps. They had Jordan Meredith still getting first team reps at center. But I wouldn't read too much into it, like I said, you know, until camp starts. Until preseason starts, we're gonna see who gets more reps out there, right? But until then, the feet are nice, but no. What? Y'all are wild. Y'all are wild. Baby oil. Come on, no Wilkins. No Wilkins Diddy shit in here. Yes, Mitchell Raines. I hear Diddy has a clear case sale going up for baby oil. Bro, I can't believe that dude walked on all those charges. It just goes to show you what money does in the justice system. It's absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Can't wait to see the Raiders' first preseason game. Well, you don't have to wait very long, my guy. It is, what's today, the 31st? 7 days away? 7 days? Rebel, thank you. Chiefs Fan 99 is getting a trial run on my Wild Wild West show next week. You're good, man. You're good. You know, that's what Rebel does. He brings people on his channel and they go somewhere else. I'm just fucking with you. I never brought him on, but I need to have him on. I can't find a way to get a... How'd you get a hold of him? I looked up for his Instagram. Jack Kenna on Instagram. Will you DM me his info, please? Because I thought I had it, and I haven't seen him in the last couple lives, so I need to pull him up. I told him I would. Don't even see some people you're talking to. What? Yeah, I'm way behind on the chat, bro. I'm so far behind. Actually, I'm almost there. Shit, I'm not that far behind. Raiders Shield family tomorrow night, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Cool. I'll make sure I'm live. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I was gonna have Mitchell Renz on. But then everybody and their mom had him on this year, and I feel like, how much questions can you possibly ask one man, right? Like, I'm good. I'm good with myself. I'm good over here. We need to do fan night, though. Who's interested in fan night? Does anybody want to come on live and talk shit with your boy Rebel? Let me know. Let me know. One in the chat. I'm almost to the bottom, so I will see them all. Get a one in the chat if you're willing to come on the channel. You don't have to show your face. I will, cover the screen. It'll look like this. Woohoo! See the Raider talking? That's what it'll look like. But yeah. You don't have to show your face, if you don't want people seeing your beauty or, your bald head or whatever it is. You don't have to show your face, but come in, talk your shit, say what you got to say. The Raiders hotline did not go over too well. It's been up 2 weeks, and I don't think I've had one message. So y'all are slipping, man. Y'all are slipping. Vitamin D will help your eyes, wanted to tell you. I tell her that all the time. She don't listen. Just watched the whole podcast. Oh, come on. That's way too much for me. It's me up in StreamYard, IG Rebel. What? IG. I was going to message you earlier today, Ken. I was going through my IG to find somebody that I hadn't replied to that was like, bro, you ever going to hit me up? So I was going through and I seen your name. So we do follow each other. Candy and Rebel, you still doing dual podcasts? Yeah, I'm going to have her on again. Let me know if y'all like it. Y'all like it? Can I get a one in the chat? Thumbs up, thumbs down. If y'all like seeing Candy on the show, let me know. We'll make it a thing. We'll do it more often. If y'all don't want to see her on the show, then let me know that too. We'll make sure it never happens again. Hell yeah. Oh, LOL, that's Kyle. Whatever. What's good, Kyle? Y'all want to bet? You want to bet on any football games this year? You want to bet on any Raider games? You got any more money I could take from you? Oh, I forgot you're still butthurt about the threat. My bad. Some people, man, grown men just can't get out of their feelings. Crazy. My name is my name. No shame. Proud 100. I'll hit you up, Kena. I'm gonna hit you up. Maybe JPJ can earn more respect during the preseason. I don't know if it's a respect thing. Like I said, I think he just might be more aggressive out there, and they, need him at the right guard spot. Or it just could be a scenario where they don't feel comfortable with Jordan Meredith playing right guard, and they don't feel, comfortable with Alex Kappa. He hasn't been doing a good job out there. From what I've heard from the little birdies in my ear at camp, they said Kappa hasn't really been, shining or doing anything impressive at all. The only thing good that I've heard is he hasn't had his back turned to the defense yet. But it's just a matter of time before the dude gets spun around like a top and he's staring his quarterback in the face when he should be blocking for him, because it happened many, many times last year. So, other than that, I don't know. I think he has all the respect in the building from his peers, from the players, from the coaches. I think they're just trying to find the right recipe, man. I really think that's it. They're trying to get the right recipe together. And we're going on 2 fucking hours? Really? All right, man. I made it to the bottom of the chat. Damn. If y'all don't love me for this shit, stay in till every comment is read. I don't know what I could do more for y'all. I really don't. But damn, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with your guy this long. Absolutely gonna go. I will absolutely go live with the Rebel. We talked the entire draft. Yeah, man, we need to pull up. So I got another one. Let them know, guys. 4 ones out of 12 people. That's not enough. That's not enough. uh, maybe I did, man. I did. I said I was sorry for threatening somebody that owed me money. Like, but shit, when you owe somebody money and you ain't paying them, what else you supposed to do? What else you supposed to do? So I apologize if I hurt your feelings there. Candy is a sour patch, like a Sour Patch Kid. I apologize, bro. I apologize. It wasn't nothing personal. You don't bet somebody and then fucking tell them you'll pay them the next day, and then a month later, a broke motherfucker still waiting for his money. Shit don't fly. But you know how it is. It is what it is. I apologized. I apologized then. I emailed him right away. As soon as I got paid, I said, man, I apologize. It was nothing personal. But it is what it is. Hell no, I'm not like a sour Jolly Rancher. Yeah, you are. Sour as fuck. I heard the reason they brought Kappa in, he can read defenses like no one else. But his play is not all that. He's a very, very smart, intelligent man. I'll give him that. But again, there was 4 plays last year that I seen watching review on him, and like a dumbass, I should have probably recorded the plays and had them, logged for reference, but I didn't. So if I can go back and find them again, I will try, and I will try to post them. But I really don't like blasting my Raiders, unless they give me a reason to. I really try not to talk shit about my team. I try to root for everybody on this team, but some guys, man, I just can't. Thanks for staying, Rebel. Hey, shout out. Appreciate the $2 holla. Just having fun, joking. Candy has a crush on you, Reb. Yeah, she's still in love with me. It's all good. It's all good. I was having a bad night. My night is better, Rebel. Thank you for sticking around. Hey, that's what I'm here for. And if you ever need to talk, shit, hit me up. I know what it's like being in college. Actually, I don't know what it's like being in college. I never went to college, but I've heard of what it's like. My daughter went to college, so I know what she went through, the struggles and the work and all the shit. So it could be rough. It could be rough and overwhelming at times. So, man, you ever need anybody to talk to, I'm here. Or, if you just like hanging out and listening to my bullshit, then I'm here for this too. I'm here for this too. But glad I can make your night better, man. Hearing that just makes my day. Makes all this, grinding for 2 hours for YouTube to get paid worth it. It's fucking. Oh, y'all don't like my humor? Fuck, whatever. His phone was broke, and it was 3 weeks later. I don't care what. That's an excuse. Alex M, what's good? What's good? Raiders preseason game next Thursday. Yeah, game action. Yeah, so if y'all want to come, watch the game with your guy, RaidersRebel, right? Talk shit. We could do live, in-game breakdowns. 10 people can show up in the Discord. You must be subscribed to the channel because only 10 people could come. So it's first come, first serve. But, if you got nothing to do next week and you want to watch football with your guy, subscribe to the channel, become a member, and pull up to the damn Discord. There was 3 of us in there tonight watching the Chargers game for the first time. I was just checking it out, and it was pretty cool. So also, if anybody likes gambling or playing poker, on my Discord, we are gonna have poker night, probably Saturday nights. or whatever nights, everybody's down for. If y'all are down for it. So if y'all like to gamble, if you think you can play cards, pull up. Let's play some poker on the Discord. I think 10 people can be involved in that too. I don't know how we're going to do it yet as far as exchanges and shit like that. But I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. Nothing personal, Rebel, but you have my money on time, Rebel. What? Nothing personal, but you better have my money on time, Rebel. Do I owe you money? Fuck it. Yeah, seems like Spytech doing Kappa a favor by giving him a 1 year, $5 million line. I mean, yeah, he's making more than Jordan Meredith. He's making more than everybody on our line, on our offensive line, except for Colton Miller. So, it's a bad signing to me if he doesn't play, kinda, but not really, right? If he makes the roster, I don't know, man. If he makes this roster, it kind of hurts the young guys that we have, that might be, sent to the practice squad, that might get picked up somewhere else. So we kind of need the experience and the coach in the building, I think, and that's why he's here. And, there's a reason he only signed for a 1 year deal. Like, $5 million is nothing to have a veteran come in and get your guys through camp, get them, prepared for the upcoming season, show them the ropes a little bit, show them how to grind, show them the work ethic, and then maybe, give them the boot. It could happen. It could happen. Yeah, it seems like Spytech doing Kappa a favor, giving him 1 year. I just read that. The fuck? He lived with me for 3 years. You telling people my business? You lived with me for 3 years. What you talking about? Kappa struggles with pass protection and tries to do too much in the running plays. Frank Weber, what's good, my guy? Again, I seen Kappa turned around completely, just standing there looking at the quarterback when guys are blocking. Like, it was 4 different plays. So that's not going to fly. And I've heard all the excuses in the world about how he was hurt last year. Man, it's the NFL. If you're willing to get out there hurt, I don't want to hear an excuse why you were holding or why you were fucking turned around a 180 looking at your quarterback when you still should be blocking the linebacker coming to destroy him and end his life. That's my opinion. So, yeah, man, we'll see what it is with Kappa. But right now, it's looking to me like, obviously, if they move JPJ to right guard and they've been putting Caleb Rogers there, that, maybe Caleb Rogers and Kappa is just not holding it down at the right guard position like they want. But I don't see how that could be the case because Gino's been throwing it, been tearing it up out there. Aiden's been tearing it up out there. And it doesn't seem like they have a lot of pressure put on these quarterbacks. They're making wide open throws. So, yeah, yeah. Rebel, what is your IG? Okay, what? I'm not my name, so I don't expect peeps. I don't know. 1000% request since my name is my name. You're already following me. It's RaidersRebel. It should be RaidersRebel on IG. I'm pretty sure you're following me. I just seen your name in my thing the other day. It is as many as you want in the server, I believe. No, you can only have 10, I think. And you can have as many as you want on the server so people can watch in the game. But if you want to be on video and chat, during the game, I think that's how it is. But maybe only 10 can watch. I'm not a Discord guru. Matter of fact, I'm a rookie. I'm green as hell. Yes. Showing the game through Discord. Every game this year. So you can pull up and watch those other content creators, on YouTube, talk through the whole game, or you could come watch the game and, break down some shit in and out. So Yes, subs and likes. Please, please hit that like button. Support your guy. Every little bit helps. I'm in if it's strip poker. Come on. Come on, Christian Wilkins. um, nah, man, just regular poker. It's a fun ass game though. Me and Candy and Grim were in there today after the Chargers were already up by like 28-7. I seen some games in there and I was like, wait, they have games in Discord? So yeah, you could literally pull up. Everybody's sitting at a little fake poker table. You start with $2,000. But I don't know how we'll do it. But like I said, my DMs are everywhere. You see at this bottom line right here, wherever it's at, right down there. Not her nose, but that, yeah. All my links are right there. All you have to do is write it down real quick, take a screenshot of it, whatever. DM me, hit me up on IG, hit me up on hit me up on Twitter, Facebook. Dude, I have all that shit. Snapchat, it doesn't matter. Linktree, fucking, don't say y'all can't get a hold of Raiders Rebel. I got everything. I got another thing coming out. What is that shit called? Like I said, I'm trying to get everything. What is the other shit? Something else I got coming out. But yeah, man. Is it Texas Hold'em? I'm not positive. Yeah, I think it's Texas Hold'em. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Texas Hold'em. I'd be down for strip poker, but it suck at poker, so I would lose. I mean, I'm down for strip poker too, but I don't think anybody wants to see me get naked. It's not like I'm going to. I'm gonna take all y'all's money anyways. But I mean, it'd be kind of freaky with a bunch of dudes and one chick playing strip poker. That's not my thing. So if there's any females that are down for strip poker, let us know. We shall see if Kappa plays or as an extra coach. You know, that's what I see. I see him. You know, I see him brought in to push these guys, right, to show them, you know, the right way, to help them, you know, learn how to study the playbook, learn how to help them study film, and like you said, and I've said before, to just be that extra coach out there on the field. I'm gonna play strip poker on my Discord for my members only. Bro, you can't be stealing my ideas. What is wrong with the community today? People just want to steal my ideas constantly. Don't join. I think preseason will tell a lot. I do too, man. Frank Weber, appreciate you. Got it. Oh my God, this shit is never ending. What are we confused about, Kenna? OMG technicalities. I meant we lived in Florida together. You know, it is what it is. You're confused, Kenna? Me and Hawaiian Candy have known each other for 28, 29, 30 years, some shit. Way too long, bro. Way too long. We've dated, so yeah. I don't think that's been a secret. Like, we dated for 3 years. We've known each other for, you know, we've been pretty much best friends for many, many moons. I'll find out today how to do lives on there. Nice. Can't wait to see our defense actually playing out there next week. Talk that truth. Raiders at Rebel. I got it, bro. Nice. All right. Discord links in the community. Yeah, Discord links are in the community page. Go in there, pop in, leave a comment, leave a chat. If you want to play some poker, you know, y'all can sit down and talk. We can be on video. Again, you don't have to be on video. You can just hear each other. So you can talk shit. If you want, we'll set up a way where, you know, y'all can bet amongst each other on the hands or whatever the hell y'all want to do. But not ridiculous. It'll be something small, right? It's not going to be no crazy shit where we're all going to be indicted for gambling on Discord. But I mean, if you could bet football on your phone, why the hell can't gamble on some card games in your own house? Crazy. What Kenner would rather see a bunch of 49er dudes naked? Stop. Don't be messing with Kenna like that. All right, man. I am to the bottom of this motherfucker. I love y'all. I appreciate the 14 rocking with your guy. If you're not subscribed to the channel, well, damn. The fuck you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. Tickle the NOTI button so you're notified when I go live, when I drop videos, when I drop shorts, when I drop shit about my Discord. Because this channel is not going to stay a boring ass channel. We're taking over YouTube. So get on the train. Much love. Love y'all. Peace. And before I leave, how long is it before the Raiders defense, who should be ahead of the offense, start showing their stripes? Let me know. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Peace. Raiders. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family and friends. Love on each other. Stop the hate. Stop the violence. Peace.